Shalom, all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rach, Quadash, the Barnes, the elect, apostle, bishops, elders at Great Millstone, ever well. Shalom to elect Ak out there doing this work in sincerity and truth, and not for vainglory, in season, out of season. Just want to bring this out. The Orange Ranger, DJ Trump, President Donald Trump of America, which is America is known as Sodom, okay, Egypt, and it's known as Babylon too, the daughter of Babylon. But that's those who are in the know. But he's talking his shit about he wants to go up to Greenland, and take over Greenland, and Denmark and Norway, they're against that. I know the Apostle Tahar made a video about it, and hey man, basically he's he's gonna have all these nations go against America, and these nations are gonna say, we gotta fucking destroy America, point blank, whatever, nuclear missiles, which a lot of nations have the nuclear missiles, and not every nation, but a lot of nations have nuclear missiles, and their whole idea is gonna be like, yo, what is this madman gonna do next? And the whole thing about Maduro being captured. Okay, so let's say they captured Maduro. Okay, and they got that woman up there, that Venezuelan woman up there, and she's a woman, so she's easily to be controlled. Now, whether she go against America or not, it'll be found out. Whether she's a sympathizer for America, it'll be found out. All right. Now you going into talking about Trump. President Trump is talking about taking over Greenland, and NATO, which Greenland is a part of NATO. They not going for that shit, man. Okay, so let's just go to this quick scripture, because Trump is going to be that man to bring in this Third World War, and we love him for it, because that's deliverance of the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, that's the deliverance. That's the end of this fucking place, America, and the deliverance of the nation of Israel. All right, so Revelations, the 17th chapter and the 16th verse. Okay. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest, which represents NATO. Okay. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, which is Europe, which is NATO and the EU, and here it is. You got Greenland, that's a part of NATO, and Trump talking about hey, yo, man, we love Trump for this, man. Hey, because you know what? He's going to usher in the destruction of a fucking America, man. I mean, it's a beautiful thing for the elect of the nation of Israel, man, so we can get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shit, the sooner, the better, okay? It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, which is Europe on a whole, which is the NATO and the EU, it says, these shall hate the whore. Now, the whore represents America. Why? Because America is what? They do business all around the world, man, with all these NATO and EU nations, the Caribbean, you know, so they're a whore. It's like a woman sleeping with many different men, you know. And America is no different, you know. America does business with all these heathen nations, all right? It says, these shall hate the whore. Yeah, so the EU and NATO and the EU. Yo, wait a minute. Trump talking about taking over Greenland. Yo, you got Norway, you got Denmark, you got Sweden, yo, you got Russia, yo, you got all these nations, dead. You're like, yo, oh hell fucking no, Trump, you ain't doing this shit. You took over Venezuela, with the tribe of Asher, which, come on, man, this is nothing new with the so-called white man putting hell on the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Asher is one of the 12 tribes of Israel, You know what I'm saying? So this is nothing new. This has been going on, man. When the Spaniards came there and conquered, why do you think they speaking fucking Spanish, yo? All right? But the NATO and the EU, they ain't going for this shit because they're a bunch of so-called white people too. They're Edomites too, man. They're Esau too. Okay? They ain't going for that shit with other Esau. Yo, man. The scriptures say I will set Egyptian against the Egyptians, which is, and I'm saying it verbatim, but I will set Egyptians against the Egyptians, which Esau is going to go against Esau. And what do the scriptures say? What's that scripture? If Satan be divided against Satan, then how can this house stand? How can this kingdom stand, yo? So Esau fighting against other Edomites is a benefit to the nation of Israel. It says, these shall hate the whore. And America is a fucking hoe, man. America is a fucking harlot. Yes, the USA, America, you a motherfucking hoe. You done spread your democracy. Just like I was watching earlier, the fucking I believe it was Denmark, the leaders of Denmark. They're saying we've been a constant ally, to America and yo, man, but it's gonna come to the point with these other so-called white people, they're gonna be like, yo, man, fuck America, man. Fuck America, man. And the scriptures already speak about saying fuck America, It says, these shall hate the whore, which is America, and I think the dudes from Denmark, the leaders of Denmark, oh yeah, we're a democracy. Why is Trump doing this? Well, hey, listen, America done spread this philosophy. That's why America's a fucking hoe. They spread their philosophy. They spread their philosophy all over all the other Edomite nations and all over the earth. Okay? What the fuck is a democracy, man? It's supposed to be a dictate. It's supposed to be one man ruling. Okay? A king. All right? This democracy shit is bullshit, man. All right? That shit came with fucking Esau, man. Okay? Which is the so-called white man. It's supposed to be a dictatorship. That's the word I wanted. A dictatorship, man. You rule over a nation, and the nation gotta follow by the king. Point fucking blank, man. This democracy is fucking wicked. All right? And these nations, yo, they starting to find that out. Yo, Trump, DJ Trump, the Orange Ranger, as the other so-called white people call them, that's against Trump. Okay, President Trump, he wants to be a dictator, man. Point blank. You know, but we really know who it goes back to. The gefilte fish eaters. Okay? And we know who the gefilte fish eaters are. Them goddamn small hats, some little hat wearers, the real estate agents, you know? And America is a whole. America is a whole. All right? They done spread their philosophy around the earth. They doing business with all the nations of the earth. And now these nations, hey, listen, the scriptures tell you, what's that scripture? Yo, let me see if I can get it, yo. And the nations are angry. I think that's Revelation. Is that Revelations 11 and 8, if I'm not mistaken? Or 8 and 11. My bad. I just got to see. Yeah, I just got to check it right quick. No, I think it's Revelations 8 and 11. What is it? 11 and 8? Oh, let me see. Let's see. Yep. Let me see. The dead bodies shall lie. Great city, which is Sodom, Egypt. Alright. I think it's, what is it, 18? Yep. Yep, I got it. I got it. You know, 11 and 18. Yo, man, America is a sinking ship, yo. Okay, so this is Revelations 11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry. See, these nations are angry at America, man. They went over there to Venezuela, right? Which are the people of the Lord, which is nothing new. The so-called white man, Esau, Ben had Israel in slavery, okay? Right? Because that's the prophecy, that we was going to be in slavery under, you know, the fucking so-called white man, right? But now, once he did that, now all these other nations, yo, they on high alert right now. You know, Greenland. I mean, yo, Trump, hey, we love him for it. Yo, Trump gonna bring this destruction to America, man. It's a beautiful thing, yo. You know what I'm saying? The elect is gonna be delivered by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, of you so-called Negroes, West Indian, Haitians, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And Trump is gonna bring this shit in. Hey, all praises due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. It says, and the nations were angry. Man, these nations are angry at America, man. They angry with Trump went over there and Maduro, man, because Russia and China got billions of dollars invested in Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? For their oil. Okay? And now here it is, you got DJ Trump trying to fucking conquer the whole motherfucking the Western Hemisphere, yo. You know? He trying to conquer all the Caribbean. Now he trying to go up to Greenland, because Greenland is surrounded by Russia and China. You know what I'm saying? It says, and the nations were angry. Yeah, these nations are angry, yo. It says, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, which is the heathen nations, and that thou shouldest give reward unto that. Wait a minute, hold. I gotta put my glasses on. It says, and the nations are angry, and thy wrath has come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints. Yeah, man, because, listen, man, we ain't going to be out here. The elect prophets and the saints, which are the Israelites, the rest of the 1/3, yo, man, which are the Israelites, or you so-called Negroes, West Indian, Haitians, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and Hispanics, yo, man, we ain't going to be out there preaching forever, yo. You know, the elect men are doing the work now, and they're going to give, and the prophets, and they're going to get a reward for it, which is a deliverance out of this fucking place, out of America, all right? But the point I wanted to make is that the nations are angry. Yo, man, these nations are angry, bro. The nations are angry as shit, man, over this fucking Maduro thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, they like, yo, this America gonna come after us? Yo, they're angry. Yo, but I mean, but they've been angry, but now it's like, yo, hey, man, we love Trump, man. Hey, man, we love Donald Trump, man, because he's going to usher in the destruction of motherfucking Babylon, which is America, the daughter of Babylon, which is America, the spiritual Sodom and the spiritual Egypt. Hey, man, Trump, go ahead and continue doing what you're doing, yo. Make all these nations angry at you, yo, so they can shoot their nuclear missiles over here to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. And the elect want to get the fuck up out of here, man. So hope you've been edified. And with that, shalom.